Excuse me, sir. Why is it that when you multiply 5%, why is that place showing 12? C2 times 12. Why is it changing to 12?
Okay, it's not 12, it is I2. Remember that
Okay,
a cell is what? Intersection of
okay.
rows and column.
Rows and columns. Okay,
So this is the rows. This is the column I, row 2. And that is what? This is a cell, I2. So
okay,
let me try something. If I take this 5%, let me copy this guy and put it here, right? So if I say equals to this guy times this guy, so to see, it is bringing out J2. So it's no
okay,
longer I2, right? So
okay,
it is J, so intersection of rows and column, right? So the tax, so now in Excel, if you are multiplying a particular number with another number, right? We all like to drag down to replicate across. So and in doing that, we'll just click on this option. Excel, please calculate the tax for all these guys. Because I've done for one, Excel should do for the rest too. I do this. You can see Excel is not calculating the others for me. Why? Because Excel says the first number is what? C2. The second number is what? C3. Because I dragged down, right? C4. So it is picking the J4. You can see it's not picking 5%. It's picking J4, right? It's picking J5, right? So Excel is picking the information you have in that particular row. You can see row 5. It will just be picking everything you have in that particular row, irrespective of what you're doing. And remember that the 5% you want to apply is not on, is just in one place, right? But we need to lock it. If we don't lock it, Excel will just be picking from empty cells. You can see it's picking from empty cells. J4, you can see the red is empty. But we want to lock it so that when we drag down, Excel will calculate all the tax for us. I hope that is clear now. So for it to lock a cell, now, you can see this J2, the one in red, right, is what we are locking. And how do you lock a cell? You create a dollar sign in front of the number. Remember that a cell is what? Intersection of rows and column, right? So in front of that number, put a dollar sign. You press your shift. I think the dollar sign is on number 4. If you look at your keyboard, mine is on number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in front of that J, you also create another dollar sign again. So you can see where the dollar is. It's in front of J, in front of 2, right? And you click on enter. We've locked cell J2. So whether you are dragging down to infinity, Excel will be picking this particular number times J2. If you don't lock J2, Excel will be picking what you have here. It will be picking all these ones, and they're all empty, right? So now we already locked your cell J2. We now click on this guy, double tap it, so you can see it has calculated it for us automatically because we locked cell J2. Hope that is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool. So the net pay as an employee now, when you are collecting salary, right? Your salary minus tax is what you have your net pay, right? So the net pay, now let's do our net pay. And that is where we have a subtraction sign. That is salary minus, we have our minus options on our keyboard. So we'll have seen that dash, right? Mine is after 0. So after the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, then the minus is there. Minus this guy. You click enter. So it has calculated the net pay for me. So this one we can drag down. We are not locking any cell because we have numbers in each of the rows. So there's number here, there's number here, there's number here, there's number here, right? So click on this, drag down. You can see it's calculated our net pay for us. So at the end of the day, each of these guys will be going on with this particular amount, and the government will take the one in column D. So we use it to repair our road and our street and everything, right? So yeah, so that's how you get a net pay, right? So now I'll move us to another option, which is sum, right? So we want to get the total of each of these amounts. We want to know the total of our salary, total of our tax, total of our net pay, right? So we can be able to use it to make decision, right? So, and you can notice something in Excel, you are trying to scroll down. If you scroll down, you see that particular cell has gone. We can't see the heading again. This is the heading, right? There's a way in Excel where you can lock the heading. So when you are scrolling down, the heading will always be showing so that you can know where you are adding, right? So that's why it's always good to have a heading in Excel, right? So what you do is highlight that heading, right? Under your view tab, right? Click on view tab, right? There's something they call under the Windows group. There's something they call freeze panes. Freeze panes. You can see the definition. Freeze a portion of the sheet to keep it visible while you scroll through the rest of the sheet. Right. So you can see that it will lock that particular heading, that particular place, so that when you are scrolling down, it will not hide that particular cell. Let me take that again. Let me click on it, then say freeze pane. If you click on freeze pane, we'll freeze the pane, right? So when we are scrolling down, okay, let me do this. Let me come here and freeze pane. So when you want to do that, once you select this, so you click on this arrow here, it says freeze top row. So let's freeze the top row, right? So it's only the top row that I want to freeze. So click on freeze top row. So it has freezed this top row, right, for us. So let's scroll down and see. You can see we are scrolling down, but the heading is what is showing. The heading is what is showing. How do you get there? You come to your view tab, come to your what? Windows group. You click on freeze pane so that you can what? So you can freeze top row. You can see this option, freeze top row. So it will freeze our top row so that when we are scrolling down, we will know what we are adding and what we are subtracting. Right. So now, like I said earlier, I want to get the total of these guys. A total, make it bold, right? So let's say, let's add this guy. So how do we add a cell? You press equals to, I know each of us are familiar with this particular option. Sum, you can see. You can see Excel has a lot of formulas in its database. We have sum if, sum product, sum. All these are all, they are all what several functions that is going to perform various activities. But we just want sums. And it's what add or cell in a range of cells. Right. So when you click on sum, click on the open parenthesis. That is like the layman, I'll say bracket. Right. So once you click on the bracket, you come up, you drag it, you click on it, you drag down all the numbers you want to add, right? All the numbers you want to add, okay, it stops here, 114. Yeah, so we close our bracket back. So you can see sum C2 to C15. Click on enter, 3.5 million. So you can see this is total salary, right, that we have here. And in Excel, you don't need to be saying equals to sum, and you now want to add the tax, add this one. No. So what you can do is you can what? Click on this guy. See this option. Once you click on the edge of that particular cell, the icon will change to plus sign. Just click on, right click on it and drag to your left, drag to your right. So you can see that's added it for us across. This is our total tax, this is our total net pay. So the net pay is not showing because the cell is too small. So what you do is just click on cell E and what? Drag it a little bit. Then you can see, we can see our net pay now. Yeah. Okay. So now we know the total salary, total tax, total net pay. Let's do another option called average. We want to know the average salary here, the average tax, and the average net pay. So average. So these are basic functions in Excel. I'll just bold this particular Control B is for bold, or you come to your home tab and say B. See fonts. You click on B. B is for what? For bold. Or you can say Control B. Then how do you say average? I want to know the average salary on this particular list. You say equals to average. Average. So you can see returns the average mean of its argument, which can be names, reference, and contents number, right? So it wants us to get the average of all these salaries, right? So more like the mean, right? So open your brackets. In Excel, you need to be open your brackets. So come here, click on it, then you drag down. So once you drag down, you stop here. You can see that's where you stop. Close your bracket. So it has picked what cell C2 to C15, the average of cell T to C15, right? Click on enter. So it has given us the mean. So this is the mean of the salary, right? This is the mean, the average, right? And now for us to get the mean of tax, the mean of net pay, or the average of net pay, then we click on what? On this option, see the option has changed. Click on it, then right click and drag to your right. That's giving us the average of each of these guys, right? This is the average, right? So I hope that is clear. So I'm just going to take us two more on this particular option. So let's get the highest number. HIGHEST, highest, lowest, right? So let me click on these two guys and bold it, right? Control B is for bold. So I want to get the highest salary here. See, the salaries are much, but I want to know the person that's collecting the highest money, right? How do you do that? There's a function in Excel that can help you do that, and it is called max. M-A-X. M-A-X. That is the function. So there are a lot of functions in Excel. So the more you use it, the more you know more functions. And you press your equals to, press your max. You can see. What's the definition? Returns the largest value in a set of values. You can see it will return the largest value, that is the highest value. Open your brackets, come here, you can see. We'll now drag up because that's where we have all our salaries, right? And close your brackets. Then press enter. So you can see the highest salary, 789,000. This guy is a rich guy. That's Aruna. He's collecting 789,000. So he's the highest person that is collecting the highest, that has the highest value in this particular um, column, right? So I want to do the same for tax. Who is paying the highest tax? Who has the highest net pay? So I'm going to drag to the right side. You can see Aruna is still the same person. His tax is the highest. You can see 39,450. And also the highest net pay is what? 749,550. Right. So I also want to do the lowest. So let me just create a border for these guys. So you select the cell, come here under home fonts, and just make it a border, all borders. Right. So I've given it border like a table format, basically. So I want to know the lowest guy in this particular column. Right. I want to know the person that's collecting the lowest salary. I know you know the answer, but I want Excel to tell me the answer. Right. So you say equals to minimum. Right. So remember the first one we use what is max, M-A-X. That's maximum. Minimum is M-I-N. Right. Open your brackets. Click
So
on
there's
the
a question, sir. Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry for interrupting. So there's a
okay.
question here right now. It says, does it matter if it's from top to bottom? From
Okay.
if you know what it
Yeah.
means.
Okay. It doesn't matter. So you can click from bottom to up or up to bottom. Regardless, it is, remember you are picking that range. Remember I told you earlier that a cell is one. A range of cell is what? Across. Right? So this is a range of cell. So I'm picking from G10 to G17. You can see this guy, G7, G10 to G17, right? So this is the range. So it will consider everything in that range. It doesn't matter whether you're starting from down or starting from up. The most important thing is that you capture all data in that particular cell, right? C15 to C12, you can see. So it has looked through. So it doesn't matter whether up or down. So this is lowest guy, 65,000. Is the one collecting the lowest money. And that is what? That's David, right? So click here and drag to the right hand side. So you can see the lowest tax, the lowest net pay, right? So these are all basic um, functions in Excel, right? That we can play with just to give us an understanding of simple calculations in Excel, right? I remember our goal, we still have a long way to go, but I just started with this so that we can understand um, how a particular data works, right? So we have our data here. So you can see the data makes sense because we have an header, we have name, we have the employee details, that is their salary and all, right? So this data, we've been able to say, okay, management can come tomorrow and say, please, I want to know who's collecting the highest money in the firm. 799,000. So, oh, this guy is Aruna that's collecting the highest money. Who is collecting the lowest salary? 65,000. Who is paying the highest tax? Right? What's our total salary for the month? 3.5 million. Can see? Let me color it yellow. Right? What's our total net pay? Right? 3.4 million. Right? So all these are used for what? For simple calculations and analysis, right? So I don't know if anybody have questions at this point before we proceed to the next phase.
Please, sorry for the lowest.
Okay.
What function did you use, please? I think I
Okay. So for the lowest, right? So I use minimum. You can see minimum, right? So you can see in Excel, it will tell me, I click on minimum. So it's taking me to an help page. So you can see minimum functions. This minimum function, it returns the smallest number in a set of values, right? So it will return the smallest number in a set of value. This is the set. C is starting from where? C2 up until C15. So go and pick the minimum value between these guys, and I press enter. It gave me the minimum guy, which is 5,000. And highest is maximum, max. That's the short form, MEX, max. Minimum, MIN, right? And also, I can also do another one again. Let's say count. I want to do the total employees that is on this list, right? So rather than me counting one by one, so I can come here and say count, right? Let me bold this guy, right? And now say equals to, there's a function in Excel called count. So you can see that Excel is so powerful. That's the database is so massive that you can't exhaust all the functions in that database. It's not possible. It's not possible. Like it's a lot. So you just have to keep learning and keep discovering new sets of functions every day. So count, there's something they call count. You can see count the number of cells in a range that contains number. So it will count what you have in that particular cell. So open your brackets. Then, like I said, it doesn't matter whether it's up or down. Come here, drag up, and close your brackets. Press enter. And it has counted 14. So Excel is telling me that, oh, the total number of employees that we have here are 14. Oh, are 14 in number. So you can see. You can do your simple calculation. You can see 1 to what? To 14. So there are 14. Then you can also drag. Everything is 14, actually. Right. So you can see that. So in Excel, you can see that these other guys, they're all in a what? In a box. Like I had to put a border in front of them. So you can see that count does not have a border. So rather than me coming here and selecting count, I'm going to be creating border. I want count to look like it's look like its other borders. Right. So these are its other borders, highest, lowest, because they all have lines. So what you do is just what? Select one of them, right? Once you select one of them, click on what? Under your home tab, come to your what? See this paint brush that you have here, orange and white, and one paint brush. So click on that paint brush. So once you click on it, then come here, come to count, select count, and drag to the end. You can see it has what? It has made count have the same editing as the rest of them. Remember, count did not have this line before. But because I selected highest, I selected anyone, I click on this paintbrush and I come to count and applied it, then automatically count is also the same as its elder borders, right? So I hope that is a bit clear. So can you give me 1 minute so I can grab my charger? My laptop wants to go off. Just 1 minute, please. Okay, can anyone hear me? Just confirm you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can
Okay,
hear
that's
you.
cool.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if anybody have question at this. Oh, we'll
Yes,
move to
I
the
do.
next.
I have a
Okay,
question.
Someone has a question.
okay, go on. Please go ahead,
He
man.
said, he said in a situation where the cell is long, is there a
Okay,
command that can take us straight to the top or straight to the bottom of the workbook?
okay. You said when the data is long, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whether the command will be able to go even to the end of the data.
Is there a command maybe you have like let's say 1,000 names,
Okay,
Excel sheets. Like let's say you have a long list in
okay.
Excel file and you
Hmm.
want to highlight everything.
Hmm. Okay,
Is there a
okay,
command that can make you to just go straight to the bottom or straight to the top?
okay, okay. I get that. Thank you for that question. Okay, so I'm just going to create a dummy data here. So look at this column here. I want to create something there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so I'm just going to drag this down. Let me drag it. Let me drag this to. Let me drag this to the end. Oh, so you can see where I am. Oh. I'm dragging it. This is over 1,500. This is 2,000. I'm dragging it down, 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 down. Okay, so this is what I'm in 2,400. So let me select everything. So if you want to, you have a large data like this, right? So rather than you scrolling. So click on Control and press up key, Control and up key, and up key. So once you click two of them together, to take you up. So click on this particular, the one below. Click on Control and up. That's taking me up so you can see I'm in the beginning now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click on Control and click on down. It will take me down to what? 3650. Click on Control up. So you can see that's a faster way to move up and down, right? So now, to now do that particular function that I mentioned now. So let's say I want to get the addition of everything I have here. Okay. Okay, I want to add everything I have here, right? So let's say is equals to sum open bracket. I want to add everything here. So rather than dragging, you can see dragging. So what you can do is click on this guy, right? Click on, put your hand on shift. There's one arrow that looks up like this. It's under your cap locks, right? Because that's where it is on my own laptops. Click on shift, click on control, right? And click on down button. See, that's taking me to the end. Remember, what did I do? I click on what? Shift, control, down. See, that's taking me to the end within 1 second. Rather than me scrolling one by one. Shift, control, down. Then what? Close your brackets. Press enter. See, that's added everything for me. 590. Let me put my comma sign. You can see 5.9 million. Right? How did I do that? So I click on what? So is equals to sum, open brackets. Click this guy, control shift down, close your brackets. So control and down, control shift down makes you highlight a particular cell that is below or above. So that's the faster way rather than doing it one by one. I hope that's clear. Does that address your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. I don't know if anybody has any other question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, man.
Okay. That search space up there at the top middle of your screen, can
Okay,
you use it to search for things like max and minimum, or what exactly does it function for?
okay, okay. So just to do quick, so the one here, is it find and select?
No, no, no. At the middle of the what's that place called? Is it the tab where you have all those options? Up
Okay, okay, this one.
there. Yes.
Okay, okay. Oh, I actually customize. So it's just to search uh for things. Okay. So this particular one is just to Maxwell. So this one is a particular option, right? So this one is not to search anything in Excel. Let's say I save something on my documents on my laptop. So rather than me closing Excel and go and be opening Excel, so I can come here and search for that document and open it here. So I just have to create that. So it's a custom feature on Excel, right? So where is this sample data? Data dump. So you can see data dump, right? So let me open it. So it's used to search for documents in a particular folder. So rather than me closing Excel, so I'll just come here and search for that document and it will open it, right? So that's that. Okay. I've already opened your assignment. Let me close it. Sorry. Okay, so I mean I'm just using it to search for documents rather than me closing my Excel, right? So that's just the function. This one.
Okay, so
Okay.
sorry, that function, where is it located?
Okay, so it's a customized. So in Excel, right? If you want to add more features to your um to your to your Excel, there's something they call quick access toolbar, right? So above your tab, right? So you are going to see it there. So you can see here, I have what? Auto save. I have save. Rather than me doing Control S, I can do save here and to save. This is what? This is undo. Let's say I mistakenly delete a number and I want to undo it back. I'll click on this particular option, right? It will undo it back. Then see this icon here, customize quick access toolbar. It's like an arrow drop down. So I click on it. Then what? And I had it. So I had to add it here, right? So this is where I added it. So more commands. So this is why I came here to add it, right? So there's that search button. Come here, search. So this is where you basically come here and add it to your Excel. Still loading. So there are a lot of functions here, right? That are not you might not see everything, but you can add more functions to your Excel. R S Oh, okay. It's actually not here. So because I'm using Excel, so there are various versions of Excel. So it's because I'm using Excel 365. Is Excel 2010, there's 2012, there's 2019, there's 2023, there's 365. So I'm using Excel 365. That is why this function is coming here, right? Or okay, I don't know if you can try it. It says Alt Q. If you do Alt Q, maybe it will work. So this is the shortcut. Microsoft Search, Alt Q. So on your keyboard, just press Alt and press Q. You can see Alt and Q, right? So it will take me to that search option. So I don't know if it will work on your own laptop. Whether you can uh, open it from your end. So, but I mean, the default one is you open your File Explorer and just get the information that you need, or you do Alt Q, so for it to come up. All right. So I don't know if anybody have any other question. Okay, let me check the chat. Okay, so if there are no other questions, I'm just going to move to the next phase, right? So we've talked about entering data in a cell. So I just want to run us through some basic things here. So in Excel, right?
So there's a question here. Person says, just to be sure, I am following. I mean, search button is used to search for documents rather than close the Excel page you're working on, right?
Okay. Okay, so just to make it clear, so there are two search buttons in Excel, right? So the first one, the one for, there's a shortcut called Alt Q. If you press Alt Q on your laptop, if you are using a, a Microsoft laptop, not iPhone or Mac Pro laptops. So I don't know if it will work for that, but Alt Q will make you search for documents while you're still working on your Excel. However, if you are working in a particular data in your Excel and you want to search for that particular data, you come here and say, under your Home tab, look at this Home tab. Come here, you can see Find and Select, right? So click on this Find and Select. It will take you to Find. So you can search for name of data in this Excel, right? So let's say I want to search Abdullah, right? And I click Find Next. It has seen Abdullah, right? It says Abdullah is there. Let me search for Ola. See Bisola, because there's Ola in Bisola, so it took me to what? It's highlighting B4. You can see where the option is. So it's highlighting Bisola. Let me search for Ezra. Okay. Let me search for Ezra. It says we couldn't find what you are looking for. Click options for more way to search. So, and the shortcut for finding a document in Excel is Control F, right? So let's say I want to search for Abdullah, and I want to replace Abdullah with Ola Niye, right? So Abdullah is in these documents, right? But I don't want to be typing. So I just want, oh, Excel, please, anywhere you see Abdullah, change it to Olani. They can say find, replace. So find what? Find Abdullah, replace with what? Olani. If you say replace, Excel cannot find a match. Why? Because the Abdullah I spelled here is different from the Abdullah that is there. So Abdullahi. Replace. Excel cannot find a match. Why is it not finding a match? It's Abdullah here. Okay, Control F, replace. Find Abdullah. Replace with Olani. Excel cannot find a match. Why is it not finding a match? There's a problem. Okay, Abdullahi. Right. So search for Abdullah. So you can see it's seeing Abdullah and replace with Olani. So you can see it has replaced it now. Abdullah was here before in this cell, this particular cell here. Abdullah was here before. Now it has changed it to what? Olani, right? And close. So Control F is what? It's used to search for a particular data inside the Excel, right? While Alt Q is outside the Excel, outside the Excel file. Control F is inside the Excel file. Alt Q is outside the Excel file. I hope that is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
he said he understands now. He understands.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so just a quick one. I'm just going to run us through some quick functions of all these things here. So I said earlier that format painter, right, is used to format a particular painter that you have. Let's say, for example, now see this Olani, I highlighted it yellow. I want to highlight 95,000 to yellow. Rather than me come here to say, make 95,000 yellow, right? So let me click here and say what? Undo format cell. That's Control Z. There's a formula when you make an error in Excel. Rather than you saying, I've made error, you can do Control Z. So just say Control and Z. You can see it has taken away the yellow color on 95,000 naira, right? So I want to highlight 95,000 naira to have this yellow sign. So click on what? Format painter. Click on this 95,000. You can see that's painted it yellow because you formatted what you formatted there, replace it what you have here, right? So that's how you do that. So we also have another option here called copy. We all know the basic function of copy, Control C. So I copy this one, Control C. I come and paste it here, Control V. Right, so this one is what you can see the scissors sign is cut. Anybody with scissors there, so you can use it to cut your clothes or cut anything. So the same way the scissors that you use to cut your clothes, the scissors in Excel too can be used to cut things. So let me cut this guy. You click on the cell you want to cut, Control X. Right, come here, Control V. Okay, Control X and Control V. So you can see that. So that is the way you work with this particular tool. Then you can see this one under the font. You have bold. You can see I selected Olani. Olani is now bold. Let me make it italic. You can see it's now slant, italic. Let me underline. It's now underlined. Okay, is anyone saying anything?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I just want to make a general comment. I said, so it means basically major shortcuts we use in Microsoft Documents. You can also use it in Microsoft Excel, except some addendums.
Yeah. So there are some common.
Yeah.
There are some common shortcuts. So there's a particular class for that, right? Just because this is not the usual class, I'm just running us to the basic ones, right? So when we get to that level, we're taking formulas. And what we'll be doing throughout that particular, I think maybe next week or so, what we're doing throughout that time is just formulas. We're trying different formulas. This is this formula, this is what you use it for, so as to make your work faster. So the basic formulas, Control C, right? And Control V is what? Control C is what? Paste. Control V is what? Control C is copy. Control V is paste. Control X is cut. Control V is what? Paste. Right? Control B is bold. Control U is underline. Control I is italic. Right? Control D, it has taken it out. Control Z, bring it back. Right? Control Y, do what I did earlier. Right? So let's do an example. I go to Abdullah here. Right? And not say, oh, I should have typed Abdullah. Say Control Z. If you press Control Z, it will delete Abdullah. Oh, I want Abdullah back. Press Control Y, it will bring back Abdullah again. Control Z to take it off. Control Y to bring it back. Right? So these particular formulas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Word document, and all the formulas in Excel, I will try my possible best to try and copy all of them and create a Word document so that it will serve as a guide. Even though you are reading it, if you read that particular document alone, it will guide you on which formula you can use for which, and it will make your work faster. So I will do that in our next class and share with the entire house, right? So yes, there are common formulas between Excel and Word, even PowerPoint too. The PowerPoint I presented earlier, right? So there are some all this Control B, Control C it also applies to there, right? I hope that's clear.
Yes, sir, that's clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So this particular so we are talking about all this because I just want us to understand basic things here so that it will make our work easier, right? So this particular data that we have here.
Hello, sir.
Okay, I'm with you, ma.
Hello, sir. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, ma.
Okay, please. In this that example you gave, when you typed is it 1, 2, 3, 4 to drag down?
Okay.
Okay, so now I mean, if you are to fill from cell 1 to cell 1 million,
Okay.
will you keep on dragging, or there is a shortcut you can just click so that it will auto fill to the 1 million cell?
Okay. Oh, okay, I get you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that, right? Okay, so yeah, so let me just do an example here for us. Let's say employee ID, right? I click on this column here, 101, 102, 103, 104, right? So you can see that they're all sequential. So if I come here and I do like this, I keep dragging. See, it's what? It will be updating. Right, so you can see the number is changing. Let me stop here. It has reached 321. The number has, because we were dragging. See, we were dragging it. However, if you don't want to drag, you want it to automatically fill, right? So the way it automatically fills that, you need to select where you want it to stop. So let's try it again. The first instance I dragged 101, 102, 103, 104, right? So once you've done like 2 or 3, Excel will know that this is what you want to do. So click on this guy, right? And let's drag to the end. You can see this is the end of Excel. 1,048,576 rows. That's what we have in Excel. 1,048,576 rows in Excel. Right. So to do that, I'll just do Control D. Okay, now not this. This particular formula for that. Yeah. So after clicking this, so I've selected everything here. Right. So you can see this. I selected to the end. So you can see this icon here. You can see quick analysis. Click on it. It will bring it out. Right. Let me bring it up. This thing is coming. Let me take this guy up. Oh, okay. I was going, okay, that's back again. Right. So come here, come to tables, spark lines now. Oh, it's not bringing it here. It's not bringing it out here. So there are some options that will bring it out. Let's Control Q. Oh, it's not bringing it out here. It's called flash fill. That function is called flash fill. It will fill everything like this automatically since you selected it. Spark lines. Wow. It will fill it. So I selected this. Control Shift down. This is to the end of Excel. So that thing is called flash fill. Let me right click first. So once you right click, right, okay, not quick analysis, not quick start. I'm not inserting anything. So ask me to insert this thing. Right. This is supposed to be in quick analysis. It's called flash fill. It will fill it. So I think my Excel does not have that thing, but I'll try and get that stuff. Right. You know, the formula I did earlier, I did Control D, right? But Control D did not see. Control D just copied 101, the first number. It repeated the first number. That's not what I wanted, right? So what I want is for Excel to continue the numbering, right? But Excel is not continuing, so Control Z. So I'm going to work on this particular one, this flash fill. Let me come here, data. But in the meantime, yeah. So we can draw. I don't know if anybody Excel has that option, that flash fill. You can try it from your end. But mine is not bringing it. Or you can drag down. Okay. Autofill option. Fill series. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is what you do. Right. Let me delete this guy again. Let's start again. 101, 102, 103. So if you click on this guy, right? So click on this guy. You can see I drag down. So it has changed. It is called autofill option. Right. So click on this guy. It is saying fill series, fill formatting, flash fill. You can see flash fill, flash fill. We looked at all the data and did not see a pattern of filing values for you. So use flash fill. Enter a couple of examples of outputs that you see. Keep the active cell in the column you want to fill, then click the flash fill button again. Right. So this is flash fill. Okay, yeah, I get it now. So now, okay, it's going to work now. Right. So I've selected one to this, right? Then I'll now select to the end, right? Click on this guy. Oh, it's not bringing it out. Okay, yes. So you can see autofill option. Click on this guy. Click on flash fill. We looked at all data in your selection and not see a pattern for finding values. Use a flash. Enter a couple of examples of the output. Keep the active cell in the column you want to fill and click on flash fill button again. Okay. Okay, I know why. So if you click on this guy, yeah, so we come up, right? So rather than flash filling, we fill series. Let's fill the series. Already. But I'm going to check why this is not working right, because I know there's a function for that. But in the meantime, we can drag. But I don't know if anybody in the house, maybe your Excel, has the option to flash fill without cutting any data. Fill without formatting flash fill. Well, I hope that is clear. Yeah. You can try that on your Excel. Let's
Excuse me, sir. Someone stated or someone said that his or hers isn't showing the flash field. There any way to do that?
Okay. I need to put map. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a function of the Excel version that you're using. Right? So if you're using maybe 2007, 2010, maybe you might not see that, right? But let's come here. Let me come here. Let's come to this customize ribbon, right? Let me see more commands. Let me see if I can search for more commands. Flash fill. I'm looking for flash fill here. Okay, we don't have it. Let me come here. All commands. It starts with F, right? F. Flash fill. Okay, flash fill. Yeah. So come to your. Okay, so what you can do, right? So come to your home tab. You can see this is your home tab, right? Then come to editing. Under editing, right? So right click on editing. Once you come here, you've come to this editing part. Right click on it. Then add customize the ribbon. You click on customize the ribbon. Once you customize it, right? So it will take you to popular commands. So we don't want popular commands. We want all commands on Excel, right? So after doing that, you scroll down, you go to where you have F, A, B, C, D, E, F, flash fill. You can see that, right? Under editing, add. Command is to custom create a group and pick the new group, right? So I want it to be added to editing. Oh, okay, there's no space. That's why it's not going. So it wants me to create a new group. Yeah. So click on new group, right? I'll call it add. So I've added it to a new group under editing, right? So click on this guy. I'll rename it, call it, okay, let me just use another option. Let me use this guy. I don't want to call it anything. Let me use this guy. Let me call it others. Okay. I click on OK. So you can see, yeah. So flash view is now showing as others. So our flash view is what automatically fills in value. Enter a couple of examples you want as output. Keep the artist cell in the column you want to fill in. So the formula for flash view was Control E. Right. So let's try that now. So have you been able to add flash view into your Excel? So like I said, come to your Home tab, come to Editing, right click, customize the ribbon. Once you customize the ribbon, instead of using popular commands, change it to all commands, right? So after all commands, go to where you have flash view, right? Then you add it, you create a new group. Once you create a new group, then you now add that flash view. Once you click on it, then you add it to that group. So that's why it is showing here. So and the name of the group is others, and we have flash view. So I want to try that thing now. Let me try flash view. Okay, let me see. Okay. So have you been able to add it? I don't know why it's not working here, but
Sorry,
um
are you hearing me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Please, still under the customize the ribbon,
Okay.
there is no still flash fill on my system. Like under those options, there is no flash fill.
So customize the ribbon. So once you customize the ribbon,
All commands.
all commands.
Yes. So under that, there is no flash fill at all. The only thing I get is fill
Oh, okay.
series.
Flash. FL. Like you have to scroll down. FL.
Yes, I
FL.
know. It's not bringing it.
Oh, I think is a function of the version of Excel you're using, right? So if you're using maybe an older version, 2007, 2010, 2013, you may not see it, right? But if you're using the newer version or Excel 365 Dynamics, it might come up, right? I think that's
Okay.
what.
All right.
Mm. Okay, so any other question? Probably. I don't know, facilitator, sorry, admin. So what time is the break? So as not to bore
Yes, I
everybody.
didn't want to interrupt you actually. The break should be, if we are already in the break zone. So we have like roughly 30 minutes. So anyone who wants to do whatever he wants to do can actually do it right now, be it questions or whatever it is. So we can actually catch up later by 1 o'clock. We'll resume later by 1 o'clock. So
Okay,
The
yeah.
admin sir, you sent a link to the chat board. How
yes.
to sir?
Yes, as regards the link sent into the chat box, that is for the attendance today. So whoever fills the attendance will definitely be added to a group and will be given the project in the classwork. There's actually going to be a classwork right now, which will be sent afterwards, and the progress will be monitored from there.
Okay,
I
please,
hope.
a quick question.
All right.
And having gone through the link, I actually saw recommendation, so I wasn't sure what that
Oh,
should
okay.
be.
So as regards a recommendation, that's like your feedback, what you feel
Okay.
we should improve on for the class, what you feel we can also add or remove, and that's why we added the recommendation section.
Okay, thank
Please excuse
you.
me. To the facilitator, please. Talking about the filling stuff, maybe the autofill will work instead of the
Facilitator,
flash.
sir.
Mr. Abdullahi.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the autofill will work. That's the edits, all these edit within
Okay.
side.
Okay.
Instead of
Oh,
using the flash fill, the autofill should work, I think.
oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah, that's very correct actually. So it's not flash fill, it's actually autofill. So let me see if I can bring that here. So under the, I'm sure everyone should have autofill. So autofill shouldn't be a function of version or so. So autofill, let me check for it. That's AUTO. Autofill. Okay, we have auto format, we have automated tags, we have auto format, auto correct, auto filter. We don't have autofill here. I don't have autofill here. Okay, but how do you can you walk us through
Okay,
that?
sorry, I think we can find it under the editing group.
Yes, editing group. Yes.
Okay. Fill. Oh, okay. It's already there. Okay, we have up, down, series, justify. Okay, down. Okay, so let me try something. So mine is not bringing out the autofill here, but let me try something. So let's delete all these guys. So I want Excel to automatically fill this guy to the end. This is the end of Excel. So I come to the editing group. We'll click on, this is the version of my Excel that makes it look like it now. Fill, let's say fill down. I want it to be alphabetical. Series.
Sorry, I think the reason why it's not working because you don't have a formula like in the data that you inputted.
Okay,
like your essence or the reason why it's replicating because the formula is not consistent. You get. So
Okay.
I'm thinking that your essence of dragging down is to have your formula like throughout the whole column.
Yes.
So maybe if you have a formula there, maybe it should change or something to it to be intact. I don't know.
Okay. Let's go down. Let me try this series. Step value 1. Okay, I think it worked. Okay, so what I did, I want to call it back. So what I did is I selected all of these guys.
No, no.
Okay, so let me come up again. 101, 102, 103, right? So I want to fill it to the end. I don't want to be typing again. So I selected this guy, Control Shift down. It takes me to the end. I come to the editing group, click on fill. If you have field under your own. So rather than filling up, down, left, say you want to fill series. I don't know if anybody has that on his option. So fill series. So click on the series, right? So Excel is going to ask you that, what value do you want? So I said step value should be 1. I'll be adding 1 after each. Then there's auto. I can see auto here. I can see auto fill here, right? So auto fill. Let me try auto fill here. And click OK. Okay, auto fill also worked because Excel automatically auto filled everything here. So you can see from the beginning, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106 to the end. So thanks so much for that. At least I've also learned something today. So we're all learning, both facilitators and participants. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody has been able to try it from their end and it worked.
I'm sorry, please, what exactly were you trying to do?
Okay. So what I was trying to do is that, let's say for example now, you see these employee IDs that we have here. You can see that the numbers are in serials. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, like that. Let's say I want to do the same thing up until 1000, right? One option is to select everything like this, right? Then I want to repeat the numbers, like I want it to repeat up until 1000. So I'll just be dragging it, right? So you can see you drag, you press Control. Sorry, you press the right click and you'll be dragging down. So you can see I've been dragging down since morning. I'm still here. 30 seconds. Why? I see up until 1000. So you can see that. So I drag down up until 1000. Now, that is very manual because I was dragging down. So I don't want to drag that. I want it to be automated. I want it to fill it automatically up until 1000, right? So instead of doing dragging down, so I selected all these guys, right? And maybe I scroll down, come here to fill series, right? Autofill. Okay. Stop value. Now I don't want it to autofill. Let me make it linear. Step value 1. I want it to stop at 1000. Let me click OK. Hmm. Okay. I'm coming. Let me do that. So I want it to fill itself. I don't want to touch it. 1000. Okay. Oh, so it's actually not doing. So if I want it to autofill, right? So I just have to scroll. I have to select the empty cells that I want it to go and fill, right? So I think at the end of the day, you still have to scroll down self, because if you press shift and down, shift and page down, so it will take you like this. Let's say up until. So what I'm doing here is I'm pressing shift and page down, page up. This is shift and page down, page down. Yeah. I want it to stop at 1000, right? So remember that it's only 3 that I've inputted. So I'll come to fill. I don't want to be dragging down, right? I'll come to series. I'll now say autofill. I'll click OK. So you can see, because I selected all these guys, Excel came here to populate all of them. I hope it's clear now.
Okay,
Is it
so
clear?
on which home function did you get the autofill from?
Okay. So under Home tab, we come to Editing Group. Editing.
Edit. Okay.
Under Editing, you should see something called Fill. Did you see it there?
Yes.
Yeah. So did you see Fill Series? Did you see Autofill? I don't know how your version looks like.
Down, up, left,
No, not down, not
series.
up. Series, yeah, you
Series.
did series.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after series, yeah. So it will ask you that, do you want autofill? So you click on autofill.
Yeah.
Then I click OK.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
actually did Control Shift down instead of scrolling down.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Thank
Excuse
you.
me. So I realized that, or I found out that when you click the autofill, you had one, that your step value, right?
Mm.
if I don't have the step value, it doesn't bring that chronological order for me. So that means I must
Okay.
always add 1, right?
Yes, you must always add 1. Yes, you must always add 1.
Okay.
You must always add 1. Yeah. So because it will follow that that logic. For every field, be adding 1. Be adding 1. If you put 2, it will be saying 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. If you put 10, to say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like that. So the order determines the result. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So I don't know if I mean this is break time actually. So maybe perhaps we want to just stretch our legs and grab some bites and take some juice just to relax our mind before we come back to the practical case study exercise. So I don't know how the admin is going to send it to you. Maybe it is via a link, then everybody will download and drop on this chat, or it's sent to everybody's email. Because I realized that not everybody on this call got the email for the Zoom link. So I personally had to send some of the links to some people so that they could join. So I don't know how you want to send it to
Oh,
everyone.
all
Look
right.
quickly.
I apologize for that. I sent the link. In fact, I actually sent the link twice. I did not really know what happened during that. I mean, because of that. But I'll upload the files here. Put the files here for everyone. I'll upload the files for the case study here for everyone. We should resume in 1:10. That's 10 minutes after 1 because of the time that we exhausted while he was explaining some stuff. So hope to see you guys soon.